Hey everybody, it's Kenny, and for today we're going to do a little bit of a half-hour power class. So it's basically, as its name implies, we're going to do a half-hour power yoga class. So going to be some interesting sequencing. This is a class that's designed kind of for the yogis on the go. So if you don't have a whole hour to devote for your practice, here's a little half hour, help you get everything in, get you breathing, and get you moving. So alright, let's go ahead and get started in child's pose. So let's make our way down to our mats. Let those knees fall open nice and wide. Bring the big toes to touch behind you. Press those hips back towards the heels. Reach the arms out in front of you, nice and long. And rest that forehead on the mat. Start to draw that attention inward, focusing on the breath. Firing it up. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go through the nose. Another nice deep breath in. Really fill up the bellies, expand the ribs. Exhale, let it go. Follow that breath all nice long exhale. And continue to breathe like this through your whole practice today. Helps keep you focused, grounded, and keeps you focused on the task at hand. So maybe if it feels good, maybe rock your forehead side to side, massaging that forehead. And keeping the fingers on the mat, gently lift the palms up and the forehead. See if you could press those hips back towards the heels just a little bit more. Think about drawing those ribs to your thighs, really folding yourself in half, making yourself all nice and long and flat, kind of like a cat lying in front of a fireplace on a cold winter day. Breathe into it. Then maybe turn your head slightly to one side and rest your temple on the mat, getting a gentle neck stretch. And bring the head back to center and turn it to the other side. And then bring the forehead back down to your mat. We're going to pause here for a few more nice deep breaths as we begin to welcome ourselves to our practice today. And then slowly make your way up. All fours, stacking those wrists under the shoulders. Find whatever movement feels good. Maybe sway those hips side to side. Maybe take them forward and back if you like to warm up the wrists. Whatever movement feels good, I encourage you to take it. And then come to a neutral spine. So we're going to do some cat and cow. So we're going to do a slight variation to start things off. So take a nice deep breath in. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, find your cow pose. And hold the pose. And then gently rock it forward and back. Beginning to warm up that back a little bit. And the spine. Come back to our neutral tabletop, and we're going to find our cat pose. So roll up through the spine, nice and tall like a cat. Tuck that chin to the chest, hold the pose, and gently rock it forward and back. And come back to center. Now we're going to do a few rounds of traditional cat-cow. So take a deep breath in, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Tuck the chin to chest, curve up through the back like a cat. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale. And go through a few more rounds on your own breath, your own pace. And then come back to our neutral spine, back to our tabletop. Curl the toes under and press your way back to downward facing dog. So this is our first time here today, so find whatever movements feel good. You can pedal out the heels, bend the knees, sway the hips side to side if you like. Maybe shake that head, yes and no. Find whatever movement feels good. And then when you're ready, come to stillness. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, let it all go. And then gently walk your hands back to your feet. Heel toe the feet, hip width distance. Take a halfway lift on an inhale, bringing the hands to the shins. Roll the shoulders back and down. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. And then grab on your elbows and allow yourself to hang nice and heavy in your ragdoll pose. So while we're here in this pose, maybe lift the toes to engage the feet, helping to relax the legs a little bit more, allowing you to fold a little deeper. Think about drawing those lower ribs to your thighs, folding yourself in half. If this is a strain on your lower back, you can gently bend the knees to soften that flexion on the back. Then gently release the fingers towards the ground, heel toe the feet back together. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, then slightly bend the knees. Inhale and slowly rise all the way up to standing, reaching the arms nice and high overhead for our Tadasana, or mountain pose. Deep breath in. Actually, this is high mountain. Exhale, bring the hands to your prayer heart center. Then down by your sides, palms facing forward for our true Tadasana mountain pose. So while we're here, lift those toes, engage the feet, roll the shoulders back and down, press those fingertips towards the ground, squeeze the thighs together. You can take your gaze to the sky or close your eyes if you like, pausing here for a few deep, powerful breaths. Another nice deep breath in, reach those arms nice and high. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, plant your hands to the mat and gently walk them out to a high plank, high push-up position. So press the mat away from you. Squeeze the thighs together, engage that core. Take a nice breath in. We're going to lower halfway down, low plank, squeeze the elbows in. Inhale up to high plank. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. So we're beginning to warm things up here. So take a deep breath in. Forward to a high plank. Lower down halfway. Inhale, high plank. Down. I'm going to do that one more time. Shift forward to a high plank. Lower halfway down. High plank. And downward facing dog. Nice job, everybody. Take a nice deep breath in, lift the heels, bend the knees, and make your way to the top of your mats. We're going to inhale, find a half lift, forward fold, inhale, rise all the way up to standing, reach the arms up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in, reach up a little higher. Exhale, open the arms, goalpost the arms like a cactus. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands in the mat and step it back to a high plank. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, gently lower all the way down to your mats. Squeeze the elbows nice and tight to your sides. Inhale, lift that chest for cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up to tabletop. Exhale, back. So that'll be your first option for your vinyasa flow. Deep breath in, lift the heels, bend the knees, travel forward, find that half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, goalpost the arms. Inhale, up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands in the mat, step back to high plank. Take a nice deep breath in. This time on your exhale, gently lower the knees, the chest and your chin down, keeping the seat slightly elevated. Squeeze the elbows in nice and tight. Deep breath in, lift that chest. And exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Option number 2 for your vinyasa flow. Deep breath in, lift the heels, bend the knees, travel forward, inhale, half lift, exhale, forward fold, inhale, reach all the way up, maybe this time if that feels good, exhale, goal post the arms, inhale, the arms up high, forward, half lift, exhale, plant the hands in the mat, step back to high plank. This time on an inhale, shift forward slightly on the toes. Exhale, lower halfway down, squeeze those elbows in nice and tight. Inhale, lift that chest, pull those lungs forward for your upward facing dog. So really squeeze those thighs together. Squeeze the heels towards each other, deep breath in. And exhale, press back to downward facing dog. So that is your third option for your vinyasa flow. Fourth option is just to skip the flow altogether and just press back to down dog. So if you don't feel like flowing, you don't have to. And also the child's pose is there for you if you need it. If you need to rest, regather, refocus. Alright, we're going to progressing on to our sun bees. So take a deep breath in, lift that right leg high to the sky. Exhale, hug that knee to your nose. Hold here. Inhale up high. Send it up high. Send it up high. Exhale, step the foot through between the hands, finding a runner's lunge. Inhale, lift that chest and torso off the thigh. Then we're going to reach that right arm high to the sky, finding an easy twist. Then we're going to ground down into that right foot and that left hand. We're going to lift that left leg off the ground, finding our revolve half moon pose. Yes, folks, the balance party is starting early today. Keeping that back leg elevated, gently lower the top hand down. Square the hips, finding a three-point balance. Or if you like a standing split by opening the hip. Then half moon. Carefully land that back foot back behind you and find your way up to a warrior two. So hips are square to the side wall. Gaze out over that front middle finger. Nice deep bend in that front knee. And while we're here, maybe lift those toes to engage the feet. See if you can sink it in just a little bit deeper. From here, we're going to find extended side angle. So let's take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring that elbow to the thigh. Take that left hand over your ear. And really reach it to the front. Breathe into it. Inhale, reach back and reverse your warrior. Another deep breath in, reach back a little further. Exhale, plant the hands to the mat, coming back to our runner's lunge. Step the back foot forward. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms high, sink the hips low, chair pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, sweep the arms back, open that chest, shine the heart forward. Inhale the hand. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands in the mat, step back. Lower down halfway. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, take that left leg high. Step the foot through. Actually wait. Take the foot back. Lift that leg high. Hug that knee to the nose. Inhale, take it high. Knee over to the left tricep. Inhale high. Over to the right tricep. Take it high. Now step it through. Here we go. Coming to our runner's lunge. Inhale that left hand high to the sky. Easy twist. Grounding down into that left foot, the right hand. Lift that back leg and find your revolve half moon. Keeping the back leg elevated. Lower the hand back down. 3-point balance or standing splits. Begin to float those right fingertips off the ground. Reach the hand high, half moon pose. Slowly land that back foot, finding that warrior two. Once again, lift the toes, engage the feet, sink in nice and deep. Destination extended side angle. Take that left elbow to left thigh. Reach that hand long over towards the front. Inhale, reverse that warrior all the way back. Find another deep breath in, reach back a little further. Exhale, plant the hands down to the mat. Step the back leg forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep the arms up high. Sink the hips low, chair pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Open that chest, shine the heart forward. Inhale, up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant the hands at a mat. Step back and go through your flow. Low plank, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Deep breath in, take that right leg high. Hug the knee to the nose. Send it high. Knees to right tricep. Up high. Left tricep. Up. Step. Easy twist. Back leg lifts. Revolve half moon. Lower the top hand down. 3-point balance, standing splits. Lift that left hand high, half moon. Back leg lands, warrior two. Find that extended side angle. Reverse that warrior. Hands to the mat. Back foot steps forward. Half lift. Forward fold. Arms high, hips low, chair pose. Sweep the arms back. Arms up high. Forward fold. Half lift. Plant the hands to the mat. Step it back and flow. Upward face and downward facing dog. Left leg high. Knee to nose. Up high. Left tricep. Back up high. Right tricep. Take it high. Step it through. Left hand high. Easy twist. Lift that back leg. Revolve half moon. Lower the top hand down. 3-point balance. Standing splits. Right hand reaches high. Half moon. Back leg lands. Warrior two. Find that extended side angle. Reverse that warrior. Hands plant to the mat. Back foot steps forward. Half lift. Forward fold. Arms high, hips low, chair pose. Arms sweep back. Arms high, stand tall. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Plant the hands to the mat. Step it back and flow. One more time through, everybody. Inhale, right leg high. Knee to nose. Up high. Over the right tricep. Up high. Left tricep. High. Step it through. Easy twist. Revolve half moon. 3-point balance, standing splits. Half moon. Warrior. Extended side angle. Reverse warrior. Hands find the mat. Back foot forward. Half lift. Forward fold. Arms high. Hips low. Chair pose. Sweep the arms back. Reach up tall. Exhale. Forward fold. Half lift. Plant the hands. Step it back. And flow. Inhale. Left leg high. Hug the knee to nose. Send it up high. Over to the left tricep. Send it high. Over to the right tricep. Send it high. Step the foot through. Easy twist. Revolve half moon. Whoops. Tipping half moon. 3-point balance. Standing splits. Half moon pose. Warrior 2. Extended side angle. Reverse warrior. Hands find the mat. Back foot forward. Half lift. Forward fold. Stand up nice and tall. Sink those hips. Chair pose. Sweep the arms back. Inhale up high. Exhale forward fold. Half lift. Plant the hands in the mat. Step it back and flow. Alright, we're going to pause for a few breaths here in down dog before we move on to our next series. Deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Another deep breath in. Exhale, side all out. Let's move some more. Deep breath in. Lift that right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step the hand through. And then lower that back knee to the ground. We're going to sweep the arms nice and high, finding a kneeling crescent pose. Press the hips forward and down. Reach the arms up and back. Hook the thumbs together. Reach it back, finding your pose. Breathe into that lower back, or wherever you find tension. Keeping that right hand high to the sky, we're going to find half camel. Take that left hand to the left calf, back your left thigh, whatever you need. Gaze upward, breathe in and out. Inhale that hand back up, both arms reach up. Then we're going to find a kneeling open arm twist, so the left hand reaches forward, right hand reaches back. Twisting towards the knee that's up. We're going to gently lift that back leg for a standing open arm twist. Now here comes the fun part, to get to be like a ninja here. What we're going to do is we're going to lift this left hand, spin it around, and open up to Warrior 2. So it goes like this. Deep breath in, lift, and spin, fighting that Warrior 2. Nice job, everybody. From here, we're going to side angle, so deep breath in. Bring that right elbow to the right thigh. Take that left hand up to the sky. Gaze upward, pull that shoulder back. Press those hips forward, opening that chest. That's the most important thing of this pose. Then if you have that, if you want a little more, you can take that hand down to the ankle or down to the mat. Slowly lower that top hand down, both hands framing the front foot. And then we're going to step the back foot forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Up with the hands. Low chair pose. So then from here, we're going to bring the hands to private heart center. Take a nice deep breath in to straighten out that spine. Then exhale, take your prayer twist over to your right side. So in this pose, you're going to want to make sure your weight is in the heels, lift the toes, and take a look down at your knees, make sure they're in alignment with each other. If the left knee is poking out further forward, you're going to want to pull that hip back and even it out. And also, what helps me with the alignment in these poses is to press the knee into the elbow. It helps to engage the lower half of the body and helps to create a little bit more stability. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Heel toe the feet, hip width distance. About 2 fists width between the feet. And then take your first 2 fingers, sometimes they're called your peace fingers, and your thumb. Grab on your big toes.
And just allow yourself to hang in nice and heavy, finding your yogi toe lock. Once again, whatever movement feels good, sway side to side, shake that head, yes or no. Just relax those shoulders, relax the neck. Allow that head to hang nice and heavy. Slowly release those toes. Heel till the feet back together. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Exhale, plant the hands to the mat. We're going to step it back to downward facing dog, or if you want to go through flow, you can do that. And then once you've reached your down dog, I'm going to switch sides so you can see what I'm doing here. We're going to shift onto the knife edge, reaching that right hand high to the sky, finding our side plank. So lift up with those hips. And for this pose, I find it helps me to keep from dumping into the shoulder. Imagine the arm going from here into your ribs. It kind of helps to engage the back muscles a little bit. Helping to help with this pose. And from here, a nice little variation. We're going to do a little bit of, I think it's core work here. Take that hand, thread it through, reach up, thread, 3, thread, 5, reach it up nice and tall. Exhale, plant the hands on the mat, and press back to your down dog. Inhale, take that left leg high, step the foot through, drop that right knee, the back knee to the ground. Arms reach high, finding that kneeling crescent. Once again, the hips press forward and down. Lift the chest up and back, hook those thumbs together, finding your dragon pose. From here, once again, we're going to find half camel, so leave that left hand high, right hand back to your right calf. Gaze up tall. Nice deep breath in, breathing into that lower back, or wherever you feel tension. Inhale, take that hand up high, then find your open arm twist. This time the right hand faces forward, left hand pulls back. Keeping the twist, gently lift that back leg, standing open arm twist. Now here comes our cool ninja move. We're going to lift that right hand and spin it open, finding our warrior 2. So here we go. Lift and spin, warrior 2. From here we got side angle. So take that left elbow to the left thigh, right hand up to the sky. Lower that right hand down, step that back foot forward, inhale half lift, exhale forward fold, inhale rise all the way up, exhale sink the hips, final chair pose. Bring those hands to prayer at heart center, deep breath in, straightens the spine, exhale prayer. This time checking on the knees, making sure the right knee is not poking out. If it is, gently pull back on that right hip. Fine. Slowly bring those hands down to the mat, finding a forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, heel toe the feet, hip width distance once again. And we're going to take gorilla pose, so just slide those palms of your hands, face up underneath your feet, and basically stand on your hands. Or if you don't like this pose, if you would just like to take the yogi toe lock we took a little while ago, or if you want to take the ragdoll like we did at the beginning, you can do that as well, or just simply let the arms hang. Just relax those necks, relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Allow everything to hang heavy and just breathe. Slowly slide the hands out from underneath the feet. And then inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Then heel toe the feet about the distance of your mat, the mat width distance. And we're going to lower the hips down, finding our yogi squat. So take those elbows, press the knees open, sit up nice and tall. Or if you like, you can take crow pose from here. Just find your crow if you got it. If the eyes are closed, gently blink them back open. Lower your hands down to the mat. Heel toe the feet back together. Lift the hips up, coming all the way up to standing. Deep breath in, reach up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands on the mat. Step it back to downward facing dog or flow if you like. Inhale, take that right leg high. Step the foot through. Dial down that back. Arm sweep. Open up to warrior two. Destination triangle pose. So straighten through that front leg. Lift that left hand up. Roll the shoulder open. Keep the gaze up. Take the right hand and slide it down that right leg as far as you need to go. Once again, the most important thing of this pose is the openness in the chest. So once you got that, that's all you need. It doesn't matter how far down that hand goes on the leg. And we're going to come out of this pose the same way we got into it, so gently tip your way back up. Pivot your right foot to the left, facing the side of your mat. Inhale, arms nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward. Finding your standing wide-legged straddle fold. So you can heel toe those feet as wide as you would like them to be. So many arm variations here. You can keep the hands flat on the mat. You can grab your ankles. You can reach the hands back between the legs. You can clasp the hands back behind your back for shoulder rents if you like. So many variations to go choose from. Hard to pick just one. If the hands are up, gently release them down to your mat. Over to your right foot. Bend into the knee and step it back to down dog. Or if you like, you can go through a flow. And find a deep breath in. Lift that left leg high. Step the foot through. Dial down the back foot. Arms sweep high. Warrior one. Open up to two. Let's find our triangle. So straighten that front leg. Reach that right arm up and back. Take that left hand, slide it down the leg, keeping that openness in the chest. Once again, coming out as we got into the pose, so gently pivot that left foot over to the right, facing the side of your mat. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Feet as wide as you want them to be, and pick an arm variation that serves you. If you want to do what you did on the other side, go for that. If you want to try something new, no harm in that. So go where you go. And if the hands are up, gently bring them back to your mat and carefully walk over to your left foot, bending through the knee. And step back to your downward facing dog, or if you want, go through your flow. And then once we found our downward facing dog, gently lower to the knees, cross the ankles, bring the feet through, come into a seated position with your legs facing the top of your mat. Keep our hands behind our hips. Deep breath in, lift it up, finding a reverse tabletop. Let that head hang nice and heavy. And while staying here, lift that right leg up to the sky. Lower back down, bend that left knee. This is what we should have did eventually. Right leg up. And carefully crossing that right foot over the left thigh. Sit it back down. Figure 4 stretch. Slowly come out of the pose. Once again, take the feet nice and long. You can draw out the legs if you need to. Then we're going to take a deep breath in and lift it up. Finding our reverse plank. Lift that left leg up to the sky. Lower down. Bending that right leg. Once again, lift that left leg up. Cross that left foot over the right thigh and lower down. Figure 4 stretch on this side. Slowly come out of the pose, release the feet forward, drum out the legs. And we're going to sit up nice and tall, ground through the sit bones. Deep breath in, reach up nice and tall, and exhale, fold forward over the straightened legs. Carefully release the feet. And let's make our way all the way down to lying on our backs. Hug those knees into your chest. Take a couple rocks from side to side. And then let's grab onto the knife edges of our feet for happy baby pose. So maybe rock side to side. Then bring the knees back into your chest. Squeeze everything in. And then we're going to take the arms nice and wide like a T. Shoulder and gently let those knees fall over to the right side for a brief supine. On our practice today. Bring the knees back to center. Allow them to fall over to the left side. Gaze over the right shoulder. Once again, bring the knees back to center. Let's squeeze everything in. Give yourself one final hug. Forehead up to the knees. Deep breath in.
Then on your exhale, gently allow everything to fall nice and gently. Final, most healing pose of Shavasana. So relax, let go of the breath, let go of the practice. Simply allow your body to melt into your mat and allow yourself to just be. Remaining in stillness, begin to breathe your awareness back in your body, coming back to your normal pattern of breathing. And find some gentle movements in the fingers and the toes, beginning to reawaken. Take a nice deep breath in, reach those arms nice and long overhead. Full body stretch. Bring those soles of your feet to the mat one at a time. And gently roll over onto your right side, using your bicep as a pillow. Pausing here for a few brief moments to ground yourself in gratitude. Thanking yourself for showing up, taking time out of your busy day for a little bit of self-care. Doing something nice for yourself. Keeping the eyes closed, gently press up to an easy seated position. Hands at prayer at heart center. Let's take one more deep together today. Deep breath in, sweep the arms up nice and high. Exhale, center. So I'd like to thank each and every one of you for showing up and practicing with me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the class, and hopefully I'll see you guys very, very soon. Until then, let us all share together. Namaste.